What if I told you that a lot of your worries, your negative thoughts, and maybe even your relationship problems aren't because of your situation, but because your brain has been hijacked? Today, we're diving into a powerful book called Brainwash. Detox your mind for clearer thinking, deeper relationships, and lasting happiness by Dr. David Perlmutter. This book explains why our minds feel so overloaded and how we can clean them out, just like we detox our bodies. Dr. Perlmutter is a neurologist, someone who studies the brain for a living. And in this book, he reveals something truly shocking. Our modern life is constantly polluting our brains. Think about it: the endless news cycles, social media feeds, constant stress, poor sleep, junk food, and this culture of fear-based thinking. All of these things are slowly but surely damaging the way we think, feel, and behave. But here's the good news. Your brain can heal, and this book provides simple, practical steps to make that happen. So, let's break it all down in a way that's easy to understand and apply. First, let's understand the main idea. What does brainwash actually mean? It's not about mind control from some outside force. It means your own brain is stuck in survival mode. Thousands of years ago, our brains evolved to protect us from real dangers, like wild animals or enemy tribes. That was super useful back then. But today, that same ancient brain wiring reacts to emails, notifications, traffic jams, and social media drama as if they are life-threatening emergencies. The result? Your brain stays stressed all the time. This constant state of alert leads to some very common problems: anxiety, anger, poor focus, weak relationships, and a feeling of constant dissatisfaction. The authors make a crucial point. This is not your fault. It's our biology clashing with modern technology. According to the book, modern life attacks our brain in three major ways. The first threat is fear-based thinking. Our brains are naturally wired to pay attention to negative news. It's an old survival instinct. The media and social platforms know this, so they keep feeding us fear about our money, our health, politics, the future. When fear dominates your mind, your brain's prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for clear thinking and decision-making, basically shuts down. You can't think clearly when you're in a state of panic. The second major threat is disconnection. Humans are social creatures. We thrive on connection. But today, we're more connected digitally than ever before, and yet more disconnected emotionally. Loneliness, a lack of deep, meaningful conversations, and weak relationships are not just sad. They actively damage our brain health. Real, face-to-face connection is like a nutrient for the brain, and many of us are starving. The third threat is our poor lifestyle habits. Things like not getting enough quality sleep, eating processed, unhealthy food, not moving our bodies enough, and spending hours staring at screens all contribute to inflammation in the brain. Think of it like a low-grade fire that's constantly burning. An inflamed brain simply cannot produce the chemicals needed for happiness, focus, and calm. Now, this might sound a little bleak, but here's where the hope comes in. This is one of the most important messages of the book. Your brain can change. It is not fixed or hardwired forever. This incredible ability is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain can physically rewire itself based on your habits, your thoughts, and your experiences. So, just as your brain learned to be fearful, stressed, and negative, it can also learn to be calm, focused, and happy. You have the power to reshape your own mind. So how do we do it? The book lays out a simple, 4-step brainwash process to clean your mind. Step 1 is awareness. You can't fix a problem if you don't even notice it's there. The author suggests starting by simply observing your thoughts without judging them. When you feel a strong emotion, ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? Is this thought actually helping me, or is it harming me? The simple act of becoming aware creates a little bit of space between you and your automatic reactions, and that space alone can significantly reduce stress. Step 2 is to break the fear loop. Fear creates more fear. It's a vicious cycle. The book gives practical advice here. Limit your exposure to negative news. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel anxious or inadequate. Stop constantly comparing your life to the curated highlight reels of others. When you reduce the amount of fear you're feeding your brain, you'll naturally get a calmer output. Step 3 is to choose connection over isolation. Strong, healthy relationships are one of the most powerful healers for the brain. The book encourages simple but profound actions. Make time for face-to-face conversations. When you talk to someone, practice deep listening without just waiting for your turn to speak. Express gratitude to the people in your life. help others without expecting anything in return. These activities release chemicals in your brain like oxytocin, which builds trust, safety, and happiness. And finally, step 4 is to support the brain physically. Your brain is a physical organ. It's part of your body. To clean your mind, you have to take care of your body. This means prioritizing good sleep, eating real, nutritious food that fuels your brain, not inflames it, moving your body every single day, even if it's just a walk, and spending time in nature, away from screens. Even small improvements in these areas can lead to huge mental benefits. Let's look at a simple daily shift you can make. Instead of waking up and immediately grabbing your phone, scrolling through emails and news, the book suggests starting your day differently. Try a few moments of deep breathing. Think of 1 or 2 things you're grateful for, or just go for a short walk outside. This simple change sends a powerful message to your brain right at the start of the day. I am safe. I am in control. And a brain that feels safe is a brain that thinks better. So why does all of this matter for our happiness? The book makes one thing crystal clear. Lasting happiness isn't really about success, money, or achievements. It's about how safe and connected your brain feels. When your brain is calm and not in a constant state of fight or flight, you make better decisions. You react less emotionally to life's challenges. You can actually enjoy the small, simple moments, and you build deeper, more meaningful relationships. True, lasting happiness isn't something you add from the outside. It's something you unlock from within by healing your brain. To summarize, the book Brainwash teaches us that our modern lives are overstimulating and hijacking our brains. Fear and disconnection are the biggest enemies of our mental peace. But the most empowering message is that your brain can heal and rewire itself through neuroplasticity. By adopting small, daily habits focused on awareness, connection, and physical health, you can achieve profound mental clarity. This book isn't about becoming a perfect, emotionless robot. It's about becoming more aware, calmer, and more connected to yourself and others. If you found this summary helpful and want to dive deeper into these ideas, I highly recommend reading Brainwash by Dr. David Perlmutter. It goes into much more detail and provides practical exercises you can start using today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more book summaries that help you grow mentally and emotionally. Thanks so much for watching.